Morning, Steve Reed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight prices are mixed. We've got soybean prices down about 6 to 8 cents, while corn's up a couple of cents and wheat's up anywhere from 6 to 8 cents. Yesterday we had a pretty good sell-off led by the beans. I think the market was concerned that beans might be a little bit oversold, and that the recent weather patterns may have actually increased this year's U.S. soybean supply from the USDA's August estimate. We did get our first private estimate last night, and as expected, they lowered the corn yield about 2 to 3 bushels per acre and raised the bean yield. In their commentary, they said that the corn supply is just too tight and prices will need to rally to ration. They also mentioned that despite the higher bean supply number, that demand could absorb this, and that given low world stocks until the next South American harvest, soybean prices may also need to rally to ration demand. On the weather front, looks pretty benign over the next 2 weeks across most of the U.S. Midwest. And we'll see our first shot of some cooler than normal weather this weekend and in the middle of September. So the weather has changed from this summer pattern. Some mixed news out of Russia. Russia announced that they, in October, want an urgent G20 meeting to talk about the world food outlook. We also saw where Russia announced they might import some wheat from Kazakhstan, some flour from Belarus, and maybe a little bit of corn from Ukraine. This kind of goes opposite of their recent talk that they will not limit their exports out of the Black Sea. We will also have some wheat tenders specifically to Egypt and getting into that October-November time shipping frame, and we'll see if the Black Sea offers wheat at that time. That may have helped wheat prices overnight. We do get another private crop estimate of the U.S. 2012 corn and soybean crops on Friday, and markets will be looking at that. The interesting thing about this estimate is this group will put out 2 different estimates. One estimate for corn and beans based on conditions as of September 1, and a second estimate as including new planted FSA acres, which may be higher, and a final yield, which also may be higher than their September 1 number. Confusing to the market, but the market will take the numbers and try to trade them based on the difference between production now and maybe final production. We also tomorrow will be getting some Canadian wheat and canola stocks. Those numbers are expected to be lower than a year ago. So again, a kind of a choppy trade going into the USDA September 12th crop report. And as always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services or ADM. And have a safe and profitable trading day.